Hello, high achievers. You may in Canada have just celebrated your Thanksgiving, or in the States, you're going to celebrate your Thanksgiving. Either way, you need to listen up to this episode of a high achievers Thanksgiving, and everything's going to apply to Christmas and every holiday moving forward. And today, I'm going to be talking about the high achievers Thanksgiving. Because let's be honest, high achievers, we're so driven. We have work or business often as our default or achieving as our default. And so holidays, long weekends, unless we're out of the house and away, and even if we are away, it is hard for us to not work and achieve. And so I'm going to take you through 5 different pieces that I hope you can apply to your next holiday, whether it be your Thanksgiving. And if you're like, oh, I'm in Canada and I missed it, don't worry. You can still apply it to your weekends, your times off, your holidays, meaning your like vacations, and every single holiday moving forward. Sound good? Need to make some notes to have a cheat sheet in mind and ready for you so that the next time you do have a holiday, you could be thinking about these 5 pieces. So the first one is the power of a pause. And as a speaker, oftentimes there is a strong power of the pause for the audience to have a moment to digest what you've just said. And the same thing goes for high achievers around pausing before we dive into the next thing. Now, why is that? Well, we're always thinking about the next tasks. We're finishing one thing and diving into the next. But Thanksgiving and holidays, it's just such a perfect time to pause, right? Give yourself permission to step back, even if it's just for a moment, a day, a half day, and breathe. For example, take an afternoon off, no work, no planning, no listening to personal and professional development books. Enjoy a meal with loved ones. Usually Thanksgiving, we do that, but let yourself be fully present without that pressure of being productive. And that includes the laundry and cleaning your house and maybe raking leaves or whatever else you might be doing. Now, I know that for my weekend, 2 of the days were filled with my son's soccer tournament. And that was fine because we were still hanging out with family. I chose that the time between games, I was going to read a book for myself. And today, which is our Monday in Canada, I decided I'm not making a Thanksgiving dinner, like a turkey dinner, because it takes a long time. And instead, I picked up good food, the meal kits, and I even got the ones that are already pretty much prepped. And so all I have to do is throw it together. The onions were already cut, which I'm so excited about. And so I'm going to have my family help us prepare that for our dinner. So that first one is the power of the pause, and take time during your holidays to pause and not be working. And that includes not thinking about the work that is to come. The second one is success is more than hustle, right? We hustle so much. And during the holidays, I want you to remember that success isn't just about working harder or achieving more. Success in life isn't about that. It's about enjoying the process of the things that we're doing, as well as building meaningful connections, preparing for what's next. You need to have that downtime, right? You need to not be hustling all the time so that you can build up those reserves and then dive in, because then you're going to have more clarity, more intention, more energy, desire, motivation to be able to do that. For example, so take time in the holidays to recognize how much you've balanced your life or not balanced your life. Do you have that even distribution of family, work, personal goals, like home, all the 10 areas of life, your health, your spiritual life, friends? Do you have that? If not, maybe the holiday is a really good time to focus on how you can better integrate these aspects of your life before the year end comes, because we only have a few months left. So the second one is success is more than hustle. It's about taking that time to step back and have a look. The third one is nurture your relationships. This is a wonderful time where no one expects you to be working, though I know that I've been reached out to by my American clients today and this weekend. But that's around boundaries and it's all good. But nurturing your relationships, right? The holiday, it's time to shift your focus to the people who support and encourage you, not just your clients, your fan base, your audiences, but your family, your friends, maybe even your team, giving them some more attention. As high achievers, we get wrapped up in our goals, don't we? Yeah, we totally do. But relationships are just as valuable as any professional goal, professional milestone, and professional relationship. We need to be nurturing those things because at the end of the day, we want to come home to someone or we want to get a text from someone. So, using this holiday time, spend some quality time, undistracted time with loved ones. I know I'm guilty right now. I'm recording a podcast, but I am just about to jump on the couch with my family to watch the first episode of, or the first movie in the Beetlejuice series, because this weekend we're going to go see the second. And so they already know that this just has to get done, and then they're going to have me. So maybe reach out to someone in the holiday who has helped you in the past year, the past month, the past week. Maybe it's a colleague, a mentor, a friend, and just let them know how much you appreciate their support. This morning, I was connecting with a client of mine, and I'm just pulling up her message from that. We did talk about a little bit of professional things. And then she said, in spirits of Thanksgiving, I'm so very grateful for all you do and our life before and after Diane in the VA Made Easy program. Appreciate you to the moon and back. Super sweet, right? So let these people know how much you appreciate them. Even if it's not their Thanksgiving, you can still appreciate them. Even if it's a different holiday or you're on vacation, take that time to just be grateful for and appreciate your loved ones. So the third one is nurture your relationship. Number four, redefine productivity. This isn't an easy one for me because when I'm on holidays at home and I have this extra time, I think, oh, what can be done? What can be done around the house? Or what other jobs can I now fit in? Or what other books, professional development books can I read because I have some time? So if you're tempted to stay productive over the holidays, just remember that rest is part of the productivity cycle. You have to rest. You have to rest. And so I think of this as in soccer, I can do better on the field when I've come off and had a sub, when I've got the water, when I've sat for a moment. And I also know that I can't play soccer games day after day after day. I need those rest days. I need to give my body time to adjust to the energy it's just expelled, to the hits it took. Yes, there's still some physical contact in my league. So I know that in those rest days, I am able to do things that are lighter, maybe go for a walk and such. And so the same is for your holiday time. Use this time to recharge, reflect, because resting now is going to help you operate at your best moving forward because it's going to be a short week. Usually when we have holidays, long weekends, it's a short week and we need to be able to hit the ground running and really pack 5 days worth into 4 days, right? You know how that goes. So instead of working through the holidays, may I suggest that you engage in activities that bring you joy and actually schedule them in because otherwise you might just be tempted to have work be default and you go back to that. So read a book, meditate, relax with your family. We're going to also play some games. So watching a movie, playing some games. I think the rain has stopped, so I might get out for a walk, but rest is fuel for your future productivity. Remember that, high achievers. If you want to do better later, you need to rest now. So the fourth one is redefining productivity, making sure you include that rest. And the last one is gratitude in action. Thanksgiving, right? We're giving thanks. So it's a perfect opportunity to practice gratitude. Maybe you are someone that writes every day 5 things that you're grateful for. This is part of the practice from my Dynamic Cure journal, but it's maybe the time to actually put the gratitude into action. So if you reflect back on what you have written in your gratitude journal, or what you pray about and are grateful for, or in just this moment, what you're grateful for, if there's a person, why don't you write them a note? What, maybe you can send them a thank you card. You can just send them a text, as I said before, expressing appreciation to them for supporting you, for maybe helping you in different ways. Or if you're grateful for things like food, why not go and donate some food to the food bank? If you're grateful for your financial success, why not give financially to something? This gratitude and the action of it takes it from just a thought to actually a behavior and something you're doing. And so then you have the memory of the giving or of the appreciating. So that gratitude is super important, especially for us high achievers, because it keeps you grounded. Because when you're achieving a lot, it's really easy to get into your ego. And this reminds you that success isn't just about hitting our goals, right? We need life balance. We need to be in the other side of life. It's also about recognizing the people that have helped you on the way. It's also really appreciating what we have in our lives, especially, this weekend I was a little bit ticked because I had to get up at 6:30 on Saturday morning, which I thought, long weekend, look at me having to get up for my son's soccer game. And then I thought, check yourself, Diane, check yourself, because you have a house to sleep in where people just got hit in Florida with not one, but two disasters, two hurricanes. And so you have a home that is safe and you have clean drinking water. And I could go on and on and on and on, but being in North America and being where I am safe from war and currently safe from natural disasters. And I'm safe from gang violence and fearing for my life and political threats and all these different things that can come out. So, may I suggest that you take that gratitude that you have and write it that thank you note, record a voice message. Like when people actually hear your voice of how you've impacted their life, that's huge. Maybe they also do some volunteering. Maybe you do some donating to things close to your heart, but that's a key thing. And so think about where you have the gratitude and then put that into action. So that's number 5. I'll give you a run through of them again. So number 1, the power of the pause. Make sure you take that time to just step back, turn off, not plan, so that you can be productive, more productive later. Second one, success is more than hustle. So kind of a build off of this, just have that time to rebalance, to bring some other fun things into your life. Then number 3, nurture your relationships. Reach out to these people, spend some time with them, enjoy. And then redefine productivity is number 4. You may want to do a whole bunch of things, but make sure you also rest and recharge. That's so key to achieving. And then gratitude in action. Make sure that you have some time to not just be grateful and thankful, but to actually put that into action. Thank you so much for listening to the Dynamic Women podcast. I would love it if you have some things that really stood out to you in this podcast, then you reach out to me, Diane at DianeRolston.com, and share this with a friend, subscribe so you don't miss out. And until next time, stay dynamic. Bye, everyone.